you will never be the same. That is a message that's on my site, anyadvicefortoday.com, and I'll talk about it a bit. And I hope you do see it. I put a lot of information in there, and I want to tell you how this all came about. We are in a very different place in our world, and I've been telling you that for a long time, and I've been talking about the restructuring, the information that I've been receiving for years now, and I couldn't put all that together, didn't understand why. I just knew it was real. So I was trying to explain this to my friends and families yesterday, and I thought, this is not making sense. So I thought, let me sit down and write something and give them a little timeline of what was going on. And because they had not known a lot of the stuff that I have been receiving for many, many years. Because I didn't talk about it, I didn't put it out there. And you may have done that because sometimes we have to be ready. We have to be ready to give the world what we have. I'm saying that because everybody has something. You just may be holding it back. You may be afraid of it. You may be doubting it. And that's what I did. I put it all down there. And what I also did, I put the document in there. I didn't know I was going to do this until this morning. But I put the document in the message because I wanted people to see it. I wanted to be completely transparent. You can never be free in your life if you're hiding something, if you're holding something back, if you're not willing to look at your life and examine things that have gone on to find the wealth that you have within. And that's exactly what I did. And what is happening right now? We each are coming into the world. We come into the world to do something, to evolve, to expand, however you want to think of it. Many people think, oh, I want to be rich, I want to do this, that, and the other. No, you come to evolve your soul, your spirit, however you think of it. And you do that based on what's occurring in your life. And what's occurring in your life is occurring in the world. And I know many people aren't looking at certain things and think it has nothing to do with them. I know that it has something to do with all of us, because what's happening is that we're in the process of shaping a new world, and you have an opportunity to contribute. And that's what I came to understand about myself. I didn't know why all of these years I was accumulating and getting this information, didn't know where it was going to go. Except it was really healing for me because it kept me on my path all along. But then, like a couple of years ago, I started seeing we're changed. Actually, it was before that. In 2017, I started getting certain information about what we were going to be moving into. I was given a message about love, power, money, and control. We always, as a society, we always battle over that. And at different times throughout our civilization, you happen to be alive at one of those times, where you could decide that you're going to give the world what you have, leave it here, and create a legacy. And that's what I decided to do. It was also quite funny that I sent out something last night and I said, you might have a masterpiece and don't know it. Well, yeah, that was me. That's what I was talking about. I didn't know it until I saw it. In the message, I put in a couple of videos that were to some other folks, because this morning they explained it better than I did. They explained me better than I did as well. And so a lot of, that happens all the time. That's why you go to mentors and coaches. They can see you better. But these two videos explained the science of what is happening, the science of what I've been doing for many, many years, because we have that now. And that's what I use in my program. When I understood now that I was given a philosophy. People come in and at certain times you discover, wow, this is what I have. That's what I have. A philosophy that gets people to understand who they are, accept themselves, get out of fear and doubt, become courageous, confident, and go and do the thing that they're meant to do in their lives and make a contribution. That's all that it is, and that's what I'm going to move on to. See, because it's so important right now, and you may not get this, when you are working on yourself, you are in harmony, you're in flow, you're emitting a different type of energy, you're emitting love to yourself because you're deciding that you're going to do something for you. That collective energy changes the world. Now, we can't go to Ukraine and fight there, but we can put our essence into the world. We can make a difference by who we speak to and how we operate in our lives, and we can stop holding ourselves back. There's no one that I've ever worked with who hasn't done that. I've done it forever. That's why I talk about it. But then you decide, now I'm going to move. What I detailed in there is my process of how I got here. Because, I told you, I've had this horrible life. I've had all these accidents, all these diseases, all these failures, all these things that have gone on. How could I have been here now at this age? I did this work. My work is about self-actualization. That is the information, that is the purpose of the philosophy that I was given. It was to give people a tool to use to be able to self-actualize, because that's the thing that's most important. Because then you see things in an entirely new way. You're not afraid. You're not freaking out and worried all the time. And that's the place that creates a different world. And if I knew before that I'd had this, wow, would I have gone? And I didn't. You didn't either. That's the way life works. We evolve incrementally. We evolve a bit at a time, and then we start to understand it. But then at some point we have to decide, okay, I'm going to stop doubting myself. I'm going to stop being afraid, and I'm going to go out and do this. That's what's happening. I wanted to say this too, because my program was up there at a particular rate, and it's going away tomorrow. We left it there because I wanted people to see the recording from the full moon channeling session, because it was really powerful and it explained more to me. That's the other thing. I want you to understand this and why there's a disconnect between what I received and what I can talk about. I receive information. I'm just a channel. And I have to go back and look at it and understand and then incorporate it and then assimilate it into my own life. And that's what I've done. And that is the process that anyone would go through if they really want to live a life that's free and happy and clear and they can create what they want. That's the goal that I have. But I want you to understand, it's going to be a little crazy. I'm saying that we're going to have several months of going through what we're experiencing, and you probably won't be looking that much better for a year. So you have plenty of time to work on you, to decide to develop that thing you've put off, or that project, or the career you want, just whatever it is. But you may have been afraid. My program helps you to work through all of those fears, step through them a bit at a time, because you're using your brain to change how you think about yourself. That's all that it is. That's all that it ever happens in life. We make decisions about what we can accept, but if we have been telling ourselves something else for a really long time, then we have to stay with it until we get to that place where we're saying, I'm powerful. Because every single person has that ability. We just choose not to do it. That's all. All right, I hope you guys pay attention. Check out the articles. Check out my program, because again, it's changing tomorrow. But things are going to be great if you decide to work on you. That's the main thing. All right, take care, you guys.